to another episode of Yuhua and Friends. We took a, 10-year hiatus, but we are back, honey. If you want to watch previous episodes, go check them out. And on this brand new episode, we got Laganja. We got Laganja.
Wow.
I was trying to say Laganja.
Butchering my name in my face when I'm wearing my favorite color.
No,
wow.
The thing was, I was trying to say lasagna because I'm so used to saying lasagna, but then I thought, let's be a little bit more respectful.
Oh, because you speak Spanish now?
No, I said, let's be a little more respectful, so I was trying to change from lasagna to Laganja in my head, but it didn't translate correctly. But anyway, please welcome my dear sis.
Whatever,
from
you
West
haul.
Coast, from my West Coast, from the West Coast, Laganja Estranja.
Oh, good to see you again, sister.
You sound thrilled, baby. So this episode is all about... So this episode is all about pleasure, baby. Now, first question, icebreaker. Single, married, or taken?
Very much single, but 2 nights ago in Mexico City, I was taken.
Taken by how many people?
2, and one got it once, and 1 got it thrice.
Wait, say that again? Hold on, I need to follow this. We're starting off spicy and hot, baby. Say that again.
Well, I had 2 pieces of trade, and 1 got it once, and the other one got it 3 times. Oh, yeah, let's just say I was whistling while I walked. Y'all know I love me a Mexican man, baby, and I just, when I go to the country, I gotta give back to the people. With my mouth. And my
your
hole.
Other holes. Your hole in the front, because you have a vagina, that's why. Okay, let me get this right. So, the 3-time one was in one sitting, or 3 separate times with the same person?
1 sitting till 6 a.m. It was so fierce. Yeah, baby, you better hold on to that wall. I know I was. Honey, I had to pray to God after that session. Woo.
I did not expect this conversation was going. Okay, so
well, when you start
with
a crazy sexual sponsor, what'd you think you were gonna get out of me?
Well, I thought we were gonna start off slowly and move right in and then gradually get some answers because I was asking you if you were single, taken, or married. And then you were like...
I'm jackhammering today, sweetie. I'm jackhammering today.
I was like, girl, let's weave you in slowly with a single question.
I can see your nipples.
And you were like, I am taken by...
Little nipple pics.
All night long till 6 a.m. I was like, girl, this is a little bit too much information for me right now. Since we're on the conversation about pleasure, and I know all of you have an anus, I have to share with y'all about LELO and their Soraya beads for your anal pleasure.
Ooh, girl, well, you know I love pleasure.
Quick background, they are a luxury and self-care movement to create pleasure for all their customers regardless of their gender, orientation, age, or race without judgment. Because let's be honest, we're all entitled to pleasure with a 10-year quality guarantee on all products. Yup, you heard me! 10 years! And let me ask you, how many adult toys out there have 8 variations? None. At most, the other toys out there only have 4. Now, how exciting is that there are 8 different variations that aren't just about intensities? Because sometimes you just want different patterns of pleasure, you know what I mean? And not just about intensity of the same pattern again, and again. How boring is that? Now, Miss Laganja, is this making you curious yet?
Oh my God, I want you to stick it in me right now.
So this is perfect for those that want to explore anal play. Plus, it is super beginner friendly. So, the toy starts off small and gets larger and larger so that you can pleasure yourself solo or train yourself with a real thing to avoid the awkward moments with your partners. And are you still curious about how this toy is effective? The safest thing to do is to train your body so that it creates muscle memory, so that when you're inserted with a dick or a dildo, it will feel good, so that your body doesn't reject it and thinks it's a foreign object. Am I getting too vulnerable? Or is this interesting?
I love it. Keep going. I had no idea we were signing up for this today, and I'm gagging. The whole video, I've just been gagging, so keep going.
Like when you put something in your ass, immediately you flinch And because that's like a foreign object in your body, so your body's not used to it, and your first or earlier experiences as a bottom or as a top can really shape your sex experiences and prep you for the future too.
Absolutely.
Which is why this product is perfect, by the way, for beginners.
I agree.
And since they don't teach you these things in school, except how to receive it vaginally, receiving it anally is all in your own hands. So the safest way to learn it is with the Soraya beads.
Well, I agree with you, though. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to get it from the back because that angle is really uncomfortable for me and it hurts. So I understand it really is like a mathematic equation. You got to figure out what is the right way to slip it in. Okay, careful with all this. You know, this is kind of turning me on. So just let's be careful. We're going into new territory and I'm not ready for all that with you.
The bow motion technology allows for smooth pleasure unlike other devices that help spread the sensation throughout your whole body. What I love about this device is that it is gender neutral. It is perfect if you're a cis man or a cis woman. So we often hear about the G-spot, but truth is, we have other spots out there. Those that were born biologically male have the P-spot, aka the prostate. And those of us born biologically female have the A-spot. The A-spot is deeper than the G-spot. So with this device, you'll be getting even more pleasure than with your other toys. Ooh, girl, you've got real toys. So the A-spot is a sensitive area located along the front vaginal walls, about 2 inches deeper than the G-spot. And the P-spot, aka the prostate, is located a small gland about 2 inches from the anus. So whether if you have the A-spot or the P-spot, it works on all bodies, baby! Again, gender neutral! Can I also add that LELO meets the ISO 3533 international standard, ensuring all their sex toys meet the safety requirements. Their devices ensures for reasonable and foreseeable use, making sure that they're hygienic for contact with the genital areas. And yes, they are waterproof. And with their luxurious design for a premium experience, your orgasm is meant to be felt throughout your whole body.
That's it. I'm going to buy one of these magic wands right now.
So if you want the best orgasm with luxury, then give Soraya Beads from LELO a try. Go to the link in the description and use my code Yuhua for 15% off. Next question. Where do you find your men?
Well, I like to find my men in the streets. You know, I like to really get up into it in a natural way, but I will admit when I was in Mexico, I found them on Grindr.
Really? I'm like the type of person that goes directly to the app because I always feel like I get shy. I'm very, very single, by the way, but like whenever I'm available or in the mood, but the thing is, like, I always feel weird, like when people flirt with me and whatnot on the street, or like people talk to me at the bar and whatnot, I always feel like it's much more well done via the digital world. Or maybe I grew up in that era, maybe? Like, I'm from the era where we, like, don't know how to flirt in person. You know what I mean?
Bless your little heart.
Girl, she is busy on her phone with her Uber Eats, girl.
Hey, it's not my fault. I wanted to order the food before it closed. And I'm getting a package for my gig in Australia, girl. I've got a lot of things going on. I literally landed today, did a TikTok live. I mean, girl. It's been a day, so yes, I am micromanaging and multitasking.
She was like, girl, let me throw in a line there somewhere to make it seem like I'm present, girl. I know how this works, girl. I've done that too, girl, when sometimes I'm multitasking, I'm like, yes, girl, you better work that thing, honey. Oh, yes, you are a independent woman in 2025. Girl, barely even listening. Now, yeah, what about you? You find them on the streets, in person?
Like I said, I prefer in person. I just feel like you get a better vibe. It's more authentic. But, you know, when in doubt, grind it out, babe.
Yeah, what are some of the apps that you use?
Well, the apps that I currently use for dating are Feeld, F-E-E-L-D. It is a kink app, but why I love the app is it's got a lot of more men on there who are, you know, looking, seeking trans women. So I do like that app. And then I'm also on Hinge. But those are strictly for dating. If someone's trying to hook up with me on those apps, I can really sniff it out quickly, and I usually snuff that out. So,
hold on, let me text back this person that I'm gonna hook up with tonight really quick. Hold on. Yep. I'm almost home. Home to drop things off, and then heading straight to you. Heading straight to you. I'm multitasking because we were supposed to start this like mad early and you were late, so that's why I scheduled it like for 12 o'clock to meet him, and now it's 12:30.
I was not late. TikTok was late, not me.
Okay, girl. Oh yeah, speaking of apps, I'm not really on apps. The only app that I am on is this app that I'm gonna mention, but I'm not gonna say it on this channel because like they want to do sponsorship with me before, and then I got back with them with the rate and everything. They kind of just ghosted me, like, and then the thing. You too?
No, I just know.
How did you know?
My spidey senses. I just know. I used to be on that app, but I actually got off of it, so.
Yeah, this shady app is not Grindr, by the way. I got banned from Grindr because they thought I was impersonating, but that's a whole different story. So I'm gonna blur it or beep it when this comes out. They were like, oh, do you want to do a sponsorship with me and stuff like that? I was like, sure, this is the rate, this is what I'll do. And then they just kind of ghosted me. Okay, so I feel like I gave a very condensed version, which doesn't have much details. So here's a version with a little bit more details. So initially they reached out and said that they want to pay me to talk about the app, right? I wasn't sure what they wanted me to talk about. I was like, can you give me more details? They send the details over and what they are looking for, right? And I replied back with the rate and said that this is what I am capable of doing. Would that be of interest of you? No response. Ghosted. And then I sent probably 2 more follow-up emails, and then just no response. Ghosted. And I just thought that, wow, isn't there like a better humane way to approach this and say possibly, well, maybe this isn't gonna work out this time around, maybe we'll revisit this in the future, or negotiate somewhat in between, right? It was just very cold. Not much support. I feel like in terms of situations like this, I think that you should still be respectful and respond and say, well, probably not the best time. That's how I felt with the situation. And then we did a Pride thing together where they're talking about like corporations supporting Pride, supporting queer people, the trans community. And my mind was like, isn't that what you just not do for me? Like, you ghosted me. You could have had at least the decency to reply back and say, well, this is probably not gonna work, or maybe in a future time. Just be a decent human being, you know what I mean? So I thought it was, like, really shady. Okay, so I said a very condensed version again, not much details, right? So we did a Pride Summit, I believe, a few years ago, talking about corporations during Pride, how they can actually support Pride, be an ally, and not just use us as, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, money grab or queer bait. Oh, queer baiting. Yes, queer baiting. So after the summit, I felt like, okay, maybe they have changed. Maybe some of the things in their company have evolved. I sent them an email explaining, hey, would you want to probably revisit what we talked about a few years ago? Like, so I sent them an email and I was like, would y'all still be interested in doing like a paid sponsorship or something like that? I gave them all the full details again, what's coming up within the Drag Race world. Maybe they want to do like a video or maybe something that aligns with the work that I do of how to incorporate drag, gender identity with your dating app, right? Again, ghosted, no response. So yeah, that's how I felt. So this is why I feel the way that I feel. But yeah, it's this app that I was on before, but I got off of it just like you because ain't nobody trying to really meet over there. Everybody's just like, hey, how are you? What's up? Good. Nobody ever really follows through except like a few people.
Girl!
You know.
You are preaching to the choir. I am so over guys writing, hey. Like, what am I to do with that? And then I will always write back because I'm like, okay, maybe they're shy. And then I usually write like a couple of sentences. And then if they write back like, sounds good, where are you at? I'm just like, X, knock. Nope.
Or sometimes they put
Men don't know how to conversate. They really don't.
It's like, hi, hey, I'm good, how are you? What's going on? And they'll be like, good. Like,
right.
Are you trying? Like, I'll be like, hey, I'm free these days during this time frame. And they'll be, cool, I'll let you know when I'm in the city. You want to meet or what? Be proactive about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me a time, give me an address, follow up, like. But anyway, I have met some people out there. I have some great times. I've had some times. And one time a guy used a fake photo from like 10 years ago. And I held it.
Hello, and welcome back.
What the
A lot of you all have said Rashonda tyrant.
I was like, what the fuck?
What is going on over there?
So I met them downstairs because I was newly moved into this apartment. I was like, this is not you. No shade if you are from a different age bracket, you know. But the thing is, it's not me. I need someone who is around my age range, so that we can have similar things to talk about. We're from like the same, you know, era. We can relate to things on a different level. We're in the same stage of life, right? I held the phone right next to his face. I was like, this is you? He was like, yeah, this is you, your photo right next to his face. Maybe that was a little bit too much.
Cue the shade button.
No, maybe it was a little bit too much, but I was furious. Okay, a much more elaborate, less condensed version. So at first, I thought that it wasn't even him because it looked really nothing like the photo posted. So I was shocked. I thought, well, maybe he's like catfishing me and stuff like that. And he said that this is actually him. It wasn't until maybe like about 20, 30 seconds later of us going back and forth of how this is not really him in the photo and I'm looking at a different person standing in front of me visually, that I figured that he was using an old photo. An old photo from maybe like 10 to 15 years ago. And I'm saying this 10 to 15 years because, girl, you ain't changed that much within a couple years. Mind you, even 5 years. Like, and that's why I was furious. Because I was waiting for him. I didn't meet somebody else to meet him. That's why I was furious. You wasted my time, girl. When I could be, you know, meeting somebody else or doing something else at home. Like relaxing, cleaning, eating. But here I am, wasting my time with you. You made me wait for you, showered. I didn't put any makeup, but oh, let's talk about the makeup in a second, girl. I hate it when dudes ask us to dress up. I hate it.
Ugh, girl, don't get me started.
I hate it.
Okay, I have to go get my package. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, speaking of makeup, I hate it when they tell us to dress up, like the makeup, the fishnets, the heels and whatnot. I'm like, girl, you're gonna see me without any of this if we continue to date, okay? So you're gonna get the full raw me without any makeup, no costumes, nothing. The real me.
My hair needed fixing. Well, I actually like to dress up.
Really?
You know, it's funny. I used to feel the same way you did before I transitioned. But now that it's so much easier for me to do that, I actually really like it. So I love to ask the man, like, what do you want? Like, are you wanting me in a tight dress? Are you wanting me in lingerie? Like, it's almost like a RuPaul's Drag Race challenge. Like, I'm like, what do you want me to give you? I can give you anything, you know? I'm very versatile when it comes to the look.
So you're more about pleasing your partner. Is that what it is? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because, like, there's people that loves to please their partners and they get off and get turned on by it. But I do that only if it's, like, the third or the second or the fourth time of meeting. You know what I mean? You have to like me at my worst. Well, not that I look ugly. Well, maybe who the fuck knows? But you gotta enjoy me without all the shenanigans before you get the full biz. Does that make sense? You gotta work for it.
It does make sense.
You gotta work for it.
It does. Yes, I love that. No, I don't know. There's some sort of fantasy for me in it all now that I am, you know, a woman where it's like, I have so many different looks as myself. And so, like, if something turns a guy on, yeah, I am about pleasing my partner. I mean, don't get it wrong. I'm a bossy bottom. I do like to control in the bedroom. But if me wearing, you know, a black dress and red bottoms is what's going to get your rocks off, like, I'm into it. Because, baby, I got every look. You want to see a punk? I got her. You want to see a dom? I got her. You want to see the good, sweet girl from Texas? I got her.
If you want Harajuku, she's got you too.
Baby, I'm every woman. You're inside of me.
She's in her Gwen Stefani era. Just kidding. But, in the bedroom, so it sounds like you are a bossy bottom, right? Define that. What does that mean? For the viewers that don't know what that means.
It definitely means that I'm a bottom. I will be receiving the cockatoo. But what it means is I'm not going to let you just, like, you know, hit it from the back or do a position that isn't comfortable for me or, like, have you sort of direct me. Now, I like my man aggressive, so, like, I love a good choking, hair pull, spit, but ultimately, like, You're not going to tell me what to do. Because I hate getting it from the back. It really hurts me for some reason. It's not... And I don't like not being able to see them. I really like to do it the other way where I'm laying on my back like this and they're, forward. I like that. I want there to be a connection. But yeah, I think a bossy bottom is just someone who is receiving but is still directing.
I am also the same way too. Now, I'm not going to say if I'm a top, bottom, reverse, or side, but
You're a side.
Why do you think I'm a side?
I just get that feeling. It's giving she's too lazy to bottom and she's too tired to top. Am I right or am I right?
No, I'm not a side. I actually find being a side completely boring.
Oh, I love being a side. I'm all about being a side. Some days I just don't want to bottom and I want to be a side.
Okay. I don't know if I should say it, but I think being a side is boring. Something needs to go in somebody at some point, okay? Something needs to go in somebody at some point. Somebody needs to get okay? And we're just doing, girl, that's boring.
I am gagging. Carrie Colby is going to come after you, honey, because she is the iconic side of them all.
Well, she even thinks the earth is flat, girl. But anyways... But you know what? That's a whole different conversation.
I was about to say, girl, we're trying to talk about pleasure, and you're over here getting political. Let's save that for another video.
Okay, that's for another sponsorship, okay? And that will be sponsored by the National Geographics. But anyway, yeah, sides,
And why won't you reveal if you're a top or a bottom?
Because, okay, what do you think I am if I'm not a side? Well, first of all, you got side wrong.
What do you mean I got it wrong?
I'm not a side.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, I just think you are too lazy to bottom, so I guess you're a top.
Why do you think I'm too lazy to bottom?
Are you wearing nails right now? Exactly. Gotcha. You want to know something really crazy and intimate and personal?
What?
I don't produce fluid anymore.
Really?
No more leche for the poppies, baby. I'm sorry. In fact, one of them was asking for it, and I was like, baby, no más leche. I don't make that no more, with the hormone replacement. It dried me up. Now it's just like, fairy dust.
I know. I've been there.
I sometimes miss it, but honestly, the fact that I don't have to clean up is such a gift. Did you notice that your necklace and my earrings match?
Oh, they match.
Look.
This is from Alexis Michelle. Yeah, she gave it to me. No, I bought it from a drag sale from her for a couple dollars.
Oh, she gave it to you?
Yeah.
She kai-kai'd. Uh-huh.
Well, no. Speaking of Alexis Michelle is one too. But, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, lube. Water-based, don't like it. I need silicone. Good old silicone.
I don't know the difference because I don't use either.
You go...
No, honey, I go like this. And then they go in. It's called the natural way, the way God intended. I need to go to church. This video has ruined me. I was not ready for this. I don't think our audience was ready for this. This is crazy stuff we're talking about right now. Wow, this sponsor got you good, gal. Oh, yeah.
Okay, next question. Ever slept with a Drag Race fan around?
Have I ever slept with a Drag Race fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple. I call it the VIP experience.
Did they know that you were Laganja, or did you know that they were a fan, or was it afterwards that you found out?
No, they knew. I met them in the meet and greet. I thought they were hot, and I said, would you like the after hours special?
Now, was this pre-transition or after transition?
Pre-transition, but I'm still open to it today. I love my fans. Nothing like giving back with my back.
I can't do it. It's like, for me, it's a mental thing. I'm like, okay, this is my work. This is my professional. I don't know how professional this is, but this is my work and career, And then in the bedroom, you must not know who the fuck I am.
I used to be like that before the transition, but now I'm like, you should know that I'm a goddess and you are in the presence of an international superstar, sweetie.
Okay, one time that did happen on accident. It was a drag artist, and I met them while they were traveling in Japan, and then they came back to the US, and when we met, they came in and she said, it's a drag queen, by the way. She said, we've actually met before. I was like, what the but we did it anyway, because, like, out of drag, she's, like, really hot and whatever.
Well, I will say the craziest hookup I ever had with a fan, when they came, they said, oh, and I died. That I died at. That was too much for me. I was like, okay, that was too much, you know?
Oh, yeah. Any questions you want to ask or whatever, how to transition out of this video?
No, I've learned way too much from you in this video. I have 0 questions. I need to go take a shower. I feel very dirty and very aroused.
But anyway, Laganja, thank you so much for getting explicit with me, Mama You, because what? At 70 years old, I can still produce fluid.
Honey, like Kim Petras says, I wanna XXXXX.
Oh my god, speaking of Kim Petras, she has a whole album about sex. I went over to this guy's house. He had a whole album of Kim Petras for that album that she created on loop. The entire time. Well, anyway, this is getting too much. Okay.
All right, well, I'll see you next time. Make sure you guys wrap it up before you strap it up. Bye.
Okay, and don't forget, try this. Oh.
Hey squirrel friends, when one video ends, just click on another one. It's called cringe viewing. Go ahead, I support you.